The power of the first hour is the concept of that we need to alert our bodies that baby has survived delivery. So obstetrics is one of the most amazing fields in how far things have come in 100 years. 100 years ago, arguably the most dangerous thing that a woman did in childbirth age was to have a child, and a lot of mums didn't survive and a lot of babies didn't survive. And our bodies are always amazing at scanning for feedback and prioritizing the resources of the bodies to keep the people who are alive. And so if the baby is not stimulating the breast in the first hour, how actually the body interprets that is that the baby is not here, it did not make it, we do not need to prioritize milk production. And that's why we would say that it's normal for milk to come in 3 to 5 days later, because anytime a placenta is delivered, milk is going to come in. But if we have active breast stimulation, it is going to come in significantly sooner with more of it, because the body knows to prioritize milk production. Again, interestingly, a lot of the things that obstetrics says to safely get babies here sometimes make it so that they aren't the best person to do all of the hand expression or the stimulation that is needed through just breastfeeding. And so we are very liberal with hand expression in the first hour here, because if at a half an hour baby is still very tired from maybe this really long birth process, it makes sense to get the breast stimulated and get food into the baby before they go into that big restorative sleep. So the power of the first hour is so important for not only our term babies, but also our NICU babies who have to completely leave their mothers. And there was a really interesting study there where they had 2 groups of mums whose babies went to the NICU. And the first group of mums started hand expression in the first hour, and the second group started it in the 2nd to 6th hour. And what they found is that on the first time they did hand expression, the group who did it in the first hour got on average 400% more colostrum, which is entirely valuable for oral immune therapy. And then when they followed that group of mums for the next 6 weeks, they found that the group who had done hand expression in the first hour, the one intervention, that was the only difference, had 130% more milk at 6 weeks. So when we think of the literature and we think that why do women quit? And they often will quit because they're saying they don't have enough milk or they have poor technique, where we're actually targeting both of these, because when we have more milk, latching becomes easier. So the power of the first hour is huge, and every family needs to be empowered that as soon as their baby is here and their baby is with them and maybe not doing a great job with feeding, go to hand expression. And if they're not with them, it's important. We have families who, as they're delivering the placenta, are doing hand expression if their babies have gone to the NICU.
Yeah, and I think what's also important with this is how important it is for the team to work together. Mm-hmm. You know, you can be a champion for something, but without a team that echoes the same message, you are not going to be successful. So what I found on our labor unit, when our nursing staff embraced the principle of hand expression, our patients became more successful. Mm-hmm. Because they use every opportunity as an opportunity to promote that. Mm-hmm. And again, in the first hour, the person who's actually going to be most valuable is the nurse that's with the patient, because then my job is done, or I'm doing something else, and the nurse that takes care of the patient are so valuable in promoting it, demonstrating to the patient, and assisting the patient in being successful. So practically that's where the culture change, and with the change of culture, the patients become more successful.
Mm-hmm.